some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it. So pull up in a drop top, baby send an addy. Hit it from the back, cause I know you got a fatty. Yeah, sipping on so rock, fucking natty. Got me in her mouth, I'm my new favorite candy. Double G where the waist is. She don't mess around with no basic. Roll me up a blunt, gotta face it. Just another weekend getting faded. Gotta stay away from the fake shit. They gon' say they love you when they hating. The rats gon' lead where the snakes is. The demons gon' lead you to Satan. You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it. So you look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it. So lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone.
We don't say no well.
You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it. So pull up in a drop top, baby send an addy. Hit it from the back, cause I know you got a fatty. Yeah, sipping on so rock, fucking natty. Got me in her mouth, I'm my new favorite candy. Double G where the waist is. She don't mess around with no basic. Roll me up a blunt, gotta face it. Just another weekend getting faded. Gotta stay away from the fake shit. They gon' say they love you when they hating. The rats gon' lead where the snakes is. The demons gon' lead you to Satan. You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it. So you look like some trouble I just might want to. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. You look like the gym, your favorite hobby. Swear you the baddest at the party. You turn to go ride in the Audi. She gon' ride it like a Kawasaki. Anything you can do, I can do better. You got the juice, but the sauce is forever. Shopping at Marshalls, I buy Gucci sweater. Just spend a rack on my mace and my jealous. That bitch body, skin tone, looking like she came from the island. Off-white, fashion over, never needed stylist. Love getting high, that's my new co-pilot. Yeah.
What is up, family? We are your all sauce team. We are here on Friday without our man from Nazareth, but we will try to make it work. Hopefully, we won't fuck it up, even though we are already 16 minutes late. And I tried not to fuck my baby mama, and she still ended up pregnant too. So we will see. We will see.
What up, gang? It's Vsauce here, and pray for Sukh and his baby mama. And maybe throw a few prayer Zion's way too. I think he could use those. You know?
God. All right.
Oh.
You want to start with some smash or pass?
Yeah, let's start with some smash or pass. You think we can handle this without SPJ?
Probably not. Probably fucking not. We'll see.
All right, let's get started.
All right, because there is just the two of us today, I will be asking Vsauce questions without images because we could not figure out how to put images up. Well, we could, but it took us too fucking long.
Yeah.
All right, let's
we're
start.
already late enough.
With the addict, we're going to play today with Brothers of the NBA. Smash or pass? Let's start here. Pau or Marc Gasol?
Man, I'm going to have to say Pau Gasol.
Smash or pass the brother?
Oh, smash or pass, definitely smash. Both brothers.
Rough start already. Play the game once a week. And
you said Mark and Pau like it was a comparison. Yeah. You did, right?
Holy fuck, this is a train wreck. All right, smash or pass the Marc and Pau Gasol brothers?
Definite smash. Both of these guys, I grew up kind of trying to, as a little kid, model my game after these guys. You know what I mean? I wasn't the most athletic, big. I wasn't out there, there was no chance I was going to dunk. So I was trying to, you know what I mean? Hit that mid-range jumper, watch these guys, and watching Pau and Kobe play together was terrible as a Celtics fan, but man, it was good basketball. Great fucking basketball.
they both had insane careers.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the year from Mark, Grind City, always in it, but obviously they fell short. And then you got Powell,
Hmm.
championships, gold medals, all NBA appearances.
Yeah, and
I
Mark
don't
played
know
a
what.
huge role in that Raptors team.
Oh yeah, he was the vet. Oh, always forget he won a chip
Hmm.
too. Both brothers.
2017. Yeah, he was chugging that rosé on the bus
Yeah.
down in downtown Toronto. Beautiful
Oh,
sight, man. Beautiful sight.
those are accomplished brothers. I wouldn't want to be their fucking kids. That would be a long shadow.
Yeah,
That'd be fucked
tell
up.
me about
All right,
that.
next up, the Adetokounmbos, Thanasis, Giannis, Costas, and Alex. Don't forget about the fifth brother, Francis, who played pro soccer.
All right. Well, if you got to take all three of them, it's gonna have to be a pass for me, man. Giannis is as a Celtics fan and somebody who watches a lot of Bucks games just because of the two top seeds perennially every year. Watching Giannis he's just kind of like he's like that pesky guy that comes on for the last 3-4 minutes of the game just to annoy the fuck out of you and then leaves. You know what I mean? So yeah,
He's
I'm
a
a
great
pass
cheerleader,
here.
though. He's a great
Eh,
cheerleader.
I mean, like you have to be. He's getting paid to cheerlead, but so I think I know your answer.
I would be a pass too, honestly.
Oh.
The funny thing is that obviously they're great basketball players, they're insane athletes, but they're just not great NBA players. The NBA tried to ship them to us like, hey, look at these guys at All Star, and it's been really bad at All Star. The little fucking passing things drills they've had to do and shit. Oh man, it's bad. I think a lot of NBA fans would be pass on.
Dude, I'm just now seeing all the fucking comment section, trying to operate everything at once. You know what I mean?
Oh God, the comments I fucking forgot to. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we're both a pass. A lot of fans would be passes. Chat obviously hit us up if you would smash or pass the Gasol brothers and the Antetokounmbos. And there was a lot of brothers I skipped for this. I skipped twins. I don't know why twins creep me out. I've known two sets of twins in my life. One was sketchy and one was all good. But that leaves the median as like twins are it's out. Story's out. So I skipped the Marcus Bros and I skipped the other twins, the Lopez brothers. So now we've got the Holiday brothers, Justin, Aaron, and Drew. Smash or pass room.
Honestly, smash. Even if it's just for Drew Holiday, I love that dude. He's such a fucking baller. Does everything you need him to do, and defensively just brings the intensity. And I think Aaron Gordon and not Aaron Gordon, sorry, Aaron Holiday and Justin Holiday, both good role players. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Good seventh, eighth guys. Sorry, eighth, ninth guys off the bench. They've kind of filled roles on different teams well. I'd smash on this trio of brothers.
definitely. The funny thing is that Thanasis has got a chip. One day that SPG talking about which brothers to smash. Oh God.
Ah.
Aren't you on vacation, just undo? The fuck you up to?
Oh, he just subbed. I don't even know how to see those. I'm sorry, chat, if anybody subs. But shout out
Yeah,
Gisendu.
especially if you subbed during this train wreck. Oh God. You must be a millionaire.
Oh my god, this fucking chat is lit up. I love you
I'm
all.
also absolute smash on the brothers. It's really hard. I remember Thaddeus Young had a clip that went viral from his camp, and he said too many motherfuckers are trying to be stars. He's like, I've gotten, I think it's 5 or 6 contracts in the NBA, and I think there's a big portion of players that get rookie contracts that never get that second contract. And these three brothers keep getting contracts. They're staying in the league. Clearly, they're good in locker rooms. I'm pretty sure all three are knockdown shooters. I mean, maybe not Drew, but they're all great, great players in their own right. Absolute smash.
Dude, that's a great point. The like earning more contracts, earning another contract. Remember, I saw a clip of Bradley Beal talking about that at camp. He's like, there's not everyone's going to come to the league and average 25, 30 points, right? It's
Yeah,
about getting in the league, getting paid, and having value to a team consistently and for a long time.
yeah. You can build generational wealth. It's absolutely crazy what you can do with that money, right? So
Yep.
it's not. It's all Isaiah Thomas has it in his Twitter. If all I'm remembered for is being a great ball player, I'll have failed. And that's why these guys can open up avenues of change in their life and for their kids and for their kids' kids.
Yep. Oh yeah. Wicked. Great smasher pass. Forget about what G Sandu says. All right.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
all right.
Where do you want to start with this basketball game? You want to quickly talk about last game, and then we can move on, and you can give us your plays.
Yeah, I think we should talk about last game a little bit because there were some adjustments that were made, some things that were done differently in that game, and I think it's important in taking that into today's game and how we're going to approach today's game. So why don't
Yeah.
you talk a little bit about the adjustments you saw Denver make last game?
I saw a great point made on Twitter. I actually retweeted it. I think it was Dan Shapiro, and he was explaining how the 1-3-1 zone that the Heat are running, they're adjusting to where they want Jokic to catch it. So, like we were talking about last show, that it's not about making Jokic a passer or a catcher. You're taking away angles, you're taking away passing lanes. So they were trying to adjust where he caught it, and they wanted him to catch it lower on the baseline rather than higher up where he's comfortable doing those handoffs. So obviously, last game fucking we saw two triple doubles. Whatever Miami was adjusting to was not working. So we will
Mhm.
see what they try to adjust to tonight. Obviously, there's going to be adjustments. It's Spolstra, it's the Heat. They live and breathe off their defense. I don't think they shoot as poorly again. I know you are really on Gabe Vincent.
Dude, I am. I was talking to you, Sukh, about this before we got on here and went live. Gabe Vincent last game picked up three really, in my opinion, ticky-tack fouls and really just kind of like calls that may not be called that way. He was on two inbounds plays back-to-back, picked up two quick fouls, then comes back into the game and basically picks up a foul on a broken play where Aaron Gordon runs into him without control of the basketball. It took him out of rhythm. He still played 30 plus minutes last game, and he still took 10 shots, shooting 2 of 10. We're getting his line at 13 and a half over at plus 105. It's one of my favorite plays today. I think we get a bounce back game from Gabe Vincent today, just because the Miami Heat are going to need this game. Nobody wants to go back to Denver down 3-1 facing elimination. One, you have to deal with the altitude, not to mention the crowd and the environment, the championship trophy being in the building, all the things that kind of come with an elimination game. Jimmy is in their ear, Eric Spoelstra, he's like, yo, we stole one on their court. Right now you have to handle business on our court. And we go back to this is a 3-game series, an even series. Spread is sitting as low as it is. Still, even after the blowout that was last game, I think it's because the Heat keep this game close. Defensively, they've been there closing out on shooters, making it hard for guys like Michael Porter Jr., KCP, and guys that have been just kind of thriving in the playoffs, making it tough on them. MPJ is getting cut minutes because defensively he can't hold his own against this Heat team. And I think if the Heat continue to play defensively like that, Gabe Vincent is going to be a key part on what helps them keep up scoring-wise.
Oh yeah, Gabe Vincent is the perfect segue from last game to this game. Like you said, he picked up those fouls, and that completely just destroys parlays, destroys lottos, destroys bets. So it's always tough to see, but also just from a viewer standpoint, it sucks because they really do need him. And if we are kind of with the chat and leaning Heat a little tonight, then Gabe Vincent is going to hit that over 13 and a half, most likely. For plus money, I love it.
You can get it at 12 and a half if you're willing to eat the juice. That's just kind of juice I'm not willing to eat. And I like it over 13 and a half. His usage has been there. His minutes have been there. He's one of the guys that is consistently getting minutes in this playoff rotation outside of Bam and Jimmy. We've seen Strus. He excelled in the first round, and then he kind of saw his minutes stagger against Boston and now against Denver as well. Same with guys like Duncan Robinson. Vincent is the guy that is going to be on the court for 35 plus minutes. Yeah. As
Honestly,
a betting man,
blowouts are tough. As a bettor, as a viewer, just in general, blowouts it's interesting to see because blowouts in the playoffs happen, but the next game can be close. So what do you think happens tonight?
I think it's a close game tonight, man. I really, really think we're going to get a close game tonight. Not to say that I'm kind of going back and forth on the spread here. I lean with the Nuggets. But again, Scott Foster, what do you take on that? What's your take on Scott Foster, Sukh? We haven't really had you speak on that too much.
Honestly, I try to stay away from the Scott Foster stuff. Like we talked a few weeks ago, these guys are shaving points. They're not changing who's winning. But obviously, if you're shaving points, you're going to change who wins. Like if you shave 2 points and then there's a 3, the other team is winning. So now shit has changed. I think Scott Foster, though, is a guy that, like you've talked about before, lots, like the refs that are overly fucking going at it with the charge calls. Scott Foster likes to be part of the game, and I think he likes when the players argue with him. I think he likes being that man in power. Uh, I think Jimmy goes to the line a lot tonight. Do you have a play on Jimmy you like?
I do. I'll get to that in a second. Just to speak a little more on the Scott Foster point. And again, sometimes I feel like there's referees like this that are more like home team referees, right? Like to call him the series extender, right? I don't want to buy into all of that kind of stuff. But it's that crowd, it's that volume, it's how much you're going at these guys, everything the people in the crowd are saying, it sways referees' opinions. Like you said, there's some referees that love to be part of the limelight, that love to be, like get their 5 minutes during the game. And Scott Foster's one of those refs. Like it's become now literally like anytime he refs a game, it's a big deal. It doesn't matter the team, whether it's the Celtics, Warriors. It used to be just Chris Paul. Now you hear the name Scott Foster, and all of a sudden, that's what everyone's capping these games around. You know what I mean? I just think I agree with your point. I think Jimmy gets the line a lot just because of that.
And he looks like the crypt keeper. So
yeah,
fucking the guy's unsettling.
What's your take on Jimmy's play so far in this series?
Oh man, what I don't know if he's tired, if he's hurt, if the Heat are just not using him in the same ways, trying to give the Nuggets different looks. It's very weird, but I do think though, as watching, he is getting to his spots when he wants to get to his spots. As we know, Jimmy is not that pure scorer. He is that guy that likes to control the game in different ways. And I think right now, obviously, they stole one. We thought the Nuggets were going to come in here and win easy. So stealing one, I would say Jimmy's still playing the way Jimmy needs to play for the Heat to be successful. They still got blown out last game, but I think Jimmy will respond this game. And honestly, I'd be looking at his rebounds. It's an effort thing we talked about with MPJ. If he's not on the effort side, he's not getting rebounds. I think Jimmy PRA is a good look today because I think he has a good game either with the assists, with the rebounds, with the points. He's going to come out in some sort of way.
Dude, I couldn't agree more. This is about as back against the wall as you're going to get. You're in the NBA Finals. You're at risk of going down 3-1, Game 4 at home. Like this is not one that you can drop. You can't steal home court just to not only like let it get tied up again, but to give it right back in the other direction. I think Jimmy, his volume is what intrigues me the most. His volume shooting wise. And you saw last game, he was hunting matchups. He had Jamal Murray, he had KCP, all of these guys doing whatever he can to get Aaron Gordon off of him. And we talked about this before the series started. Using Aaron Gordon and using that size to guard Jimmy is what you want because he's one of those guys that's going to get his shot off. And most of the time over a smaller defender, he's going to hit it. Like you saw him hitting those little middies last game. And it just seemed like every time they left his hands, it didn't even hit rim. Just
hit me with your Jimmy play. I want to know your number one Jimmy play. What are you on? What are you after? What do you think is the moneymaker?
Jimmy over 27.5 points, man. I just think that this points line is way too low. This is much, like I said, back against the wall. Everybody talks about Tatum and Jimmy on Twitter, and it's because they're similar players in the way that they kind of show up. Everybody wants to compare them all. Like you don't see two people being compared unless they are similar to each other. Same thing with LeBron and Jordan, right? It's similar style players that kind of get the job done, are always in the playoffs, always making noise. These two guys have faced off in the Eastern Conference Finals now, I think 3 times, right? Something like that. So it's I think Jimmy's going to come out. I think he's going to have the same kind of volume he did last game. I think books have kind of over-adjusted, dropping his line to 27.5 rather than 28.5, where it's been kind of sitting. I understand the drop because of the, few unders. I believe last game he had 28 right on the dot, and that was with a poor shooting night. But the thing is Jimmy hasn't been getting to the line in the first 3 games of the series. Last game he had, where was it? Yeah,
Scott Foster could fix that.
That's exactly my point. Yeah, I don't like capping around referees, but Jimmy's had 0, 5, and 6. I just think that Jimmy is going to be the dude to, even if he shoots 22 times, man, and that bet loses, it is what it is. If he takes 14 shots, yeah, I'll be a little bit pissed off. But Like, fuck it. I think that his volume is going to be there. I think he's the guy that has to have like a 30-point game if the Heat are going to win this game. He has to have one of those Jimmy games that he's had repeatedly in the playoffs.
Is due for iconic finals game. Plant, what's up? Good to see you as always.
And like one thing I was thinking about is when he was in the bubble against the Lakers, the entire story was that Jimmy needs help. Jimmy is exhausted. Jimmy needs help, right? Jimmy finally has guys kind of stepping up. We have Bam, I think, averaging almost 20 in this series, which is significantly higher than his regular season average and what he's been averaging in the playoffs. We have guys like Gabe Vincent who have multiple 20-point games in this finals, right? He just needs to be that like final piece. He's kind of got the help. I know he's a little bit hurt and he's been hampered, but I think tonight in Miami, he puts up one of those, like Plant said, historic performances.
What's up, Chef?
Chef T.
Yeah, honestly, I'm scared to shit out of that. 27.5. What did you say, plus 105?
No, this one is sitting at, let me pull this one up, minus 110. Minus 110. So you're not getting the plus money. I probably will take the ladder here to 30 plus, maybe 35, depending on the odds. 40 might be a little bit too much. I could definitely see a triple double from him. Like you said, so it's an effort thing. And when he comes out like that, he comes out hard. You know, he fills the stat sheet.
Dude, I will say though, I this is giving me a newfound respect for SPJ because it's hard. To the chat's going, we're going. I'm trying to listen to you. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna say. This is
and he's got like videos, graphics, everything.
Yeah, we left the fucking Gabe Vincent play up for about 20 minutes, and now
I know
we're bringing this one up late. Like fuck, you're not here for polish, boys. You're not here for polish. You're here for the vibes, like we always say.
That is it. Come for the winners and stay for the vibes because we have more vibes than anything else today.
Varun is in a doctor in training, but right now he just does prostate exams. I don't know when they're gonna let him move up.
So you're not supposed to say it on stream.
Sorry.
Right.
Can I book my next one while we're here, or what's the deal?
All right. What else are you seeing in this matchup tonight? Do you think this game goes over or under?
What was the over right now?
Currently,
has it moved?
Live is sitting at 211. 211.5, yeah.
I think
all
that's
three games so far in this have gone under.
They've gone under. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
and every single one, I think we've said on stream, we think this is gonna go over.
Yeah. Well, then fuck it. It's under, baby. I will say though that.
Go ahead.
Okay, go. You go first.
No, you first. I can pull up a stat. I have to pull up a stat.
I was just gonna say that for today, I saw a lot of weird lines. For as much as we wagoned Caleb Martin, oh, it's a move now. I was seeing Caleb Martin plus money before for over 10 points, but now they got Strus plus money for over 10 points. And also plus 15 points. You got Gabe Vincent at plus 140, Aaron Gordon plus 195, and Michael Porter Jr. for plus 15 points is plus 210. Obviously, we've talked about him losing minutes. It's just very interesting to see these lines. So this game is all over the place. But like we've always talked about, the over-under, they're usually spot on. It's always been under. So let's try to be smart today and say under.
I think what happens is, so correct me if I'm wrong, is in the NBA Finals, not only does defense pick up, but offense does slow down too. You don't see as many fast break points. You don't see people running out in transition because guys are playing way more minutes in every single game than they're normally used to in the regular season. Without as much rest, without as much all of that kind of stuff, I feel like that the pace slows down. So because of that, we see a lot more unders as well.
Yeah?
Well,
are you scared taking the Jimmy over, but the overall game under?
Like honestly, if this was the regular season, yes, you wouldn't catch me taking a Jimmy over in a game with a set total at 211, right? But the reason being is just like Plant said it, he's due for one of those historic Jimmy games. If it doesn't come today, I'll probably double down in Game 5 in Denver because that'll probably be an elimination game. I like the value on the other guys. Gabe 15 plus, I think is great. Michael Porter Jr. is a dude who was averaging way above 15 points per game in the regular season. He's another dude that you want on the court. As much as like Mike Malone is willing to bench him, if they want him to play well so they can keep him in the game. That's the goal, right? So if he shows up and he does what he's supposed to do, he'll see the minutes, and then plus 210 looks like free money all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing with guys like this. It's just like, I feel like I love what you're saying, so because you got to buy low on these lines. And instead of like, how often do we think someone's going to hit their baseline? Like Gabe Vincent over 13 and a half at plus 105, or you get plus 140 for just one more point.
Yeah.
One more
But
point,
it's like
right?
it's like we're saying, if the books know that it's gonna be the under, they're obviously gonna try to entice us with these crazy lines on these players. But like if you look further down the list for 15 plus on FanDuel, you got Max Strus at plus 650, Caleb Martin plus 500, Bruce Brown plus 410. These are crazy numbers. I don't know if I would take one. If there was one I was gonna take out of the whole list, I think maybe Gabe Vincent at plus 140. So it goes back to your other play. I think you had Gabe Vincent for over 13 and a half. I think the plus 140 is a nice move.
Yeah, and I think that's why, especially in this playoffs and in the finals here, what I've been trying to do myself at least is target players like role players with low lines, target kind of assist props, maybe some rebounding props. Because the thing is, too, is with heavy under games, with totals this low, that means high rebounding numbers. That means missed shots. Right?
Okay, let's quickly critique SPJ while he's here. You missed the roast yesterday. He just hit us with his 3 best plays. The first one is that he thinks he's got the over tonight. I think I'm scared because I'm stupid, so I'm scared
going
of the
over.
books. You got the over, okay. And then he's got Jimmy over 6.5 assists. What do you think about that? Smash or pass SPJ's plays?
I'll smash with Jimmy. I think Jimmy gets it done in kind of all ways tonight. 6.5 is a low enough line that you could easily see him have a 30 and like 8, 30 and 9 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Plant was the one who said he's up for an iconic game. It's been a while since he's had that big blowout game.
Yep.
So we could see that. And he's on the Jimmy RA. Interesting.
Jamal.
Oh, Jamal. Oh, fuck.
Jamal.
I'm illiterate as crap. I don't read the betting news articles because I'm illiterate. That's why I was encouraging the chat to read them, because I don't.
Because he can't.
Yeah, I have a baby mama, okay? I dropped out of school in 9th grade.
And here he is now. And she's due for another one.
Another grade or another baby?
Another baby. All
right, Jimmy RA, how you feeling?
Jamal RA again, Sukh.
Fucking hell.
I don't hate it. He's been kind of filling the stat sheet. He's averaging 18 potential assists in the first 3 games of this series, which is kind of nuts. And I wanted you to talk about this as well. But the 2-man game that Jamal and Jokic have been running has been Sandy. What the fuck is up, homie? How you doing? But the 2-man game that they've been running has been iconic. Has been some of the best 2-man play that I have seen in a long fucking time. You know what I mean? And everybody always wants to talk about Shaq, Kobe, or different kind of comparisons and this and that. When's the last time that you saw a center and a point guard average, with not even 30-point triple doubles, just average 56-point combined points per game in the NBA Finals, right? Or anything.
So you're all about that RA.
My play is right here. Jamal Murray over 25.5 points. I think that the Nuggets last game figured something out, and that's Jamal Murray has to shoot the ball. I have it up here, but let me see if I can bring it up. That'd be kind of cool here. All right, let me see.
Honestly, I'm with Sandy too. If he's on the over 30.5 for Jokic on points. Last show we were watching, we were talking. It was fucking hilarious. We were deciding whether to take his 30+ points or take the triple double, and he gets both. He's an insane player. I think it was Durant that said he's probably going fully as the best center of all time. Like, he's still got many years.
Oh, so many years. And I think that this Nuggets team is gonna stay really fucking good for a while, especially with the play of Jamal Murray. The biggest question marks to come were, is he going to come back healthy? Is he going to be all right? And I think he's shown that. So this is what I was looking at. Jamal Murray, they've only lost 4 games in the playoffs this season, and he's averaging 24.3. You can see his numbers. He's shooting 45% on 22 field goals. This is what I found interesting here. 22 field goal attempts, but Jamal Murray in wins is averaging 28.3 points per game, shooting almost 50% on just 20 field goal attempts per game. The biggest difference here is his free throw numbers. He's averaging 4.6 attempts. 4.9 attempts in their wins, and he's averaging just 2 in their losses. He's a lot more aggressive, and when Jamal plays aggressively, that's when this team, I think, is at their best. You know, this Nuggets team, like we saw it last game, he came out, they ran that pick and roll heavily. They've cheated towards Jokic a bunch, and Jamal made the correct read again and again and again. I feel like a lot of his potential assists probably came to Jokic. And the thing that makes me love this even more is Jamal played 22 minutes in the first half in game 3. That's not normal rotation for him. He played the entire first quarter. Then he came out in the second quarter at the very start of it and continued to play until I think he took a break, maybe at like the 9 or 10 minute mark in the second quarter, and then came back and finished the second quarter out. What is up, Trent? How are you, buddy? You in here for some winners? Jamal Murray over 25.5, man. So what do you have to say about this? And talk about the 2-man game we watched last game and this entire series.
It's insane. The Heat try to take away those handoffs, and they find other ways. They leaned a little bit more on the Jokic setting a screen rather than a handoff. It's interesting to see because these guys play so well off one another that you don't even know fully what's going on at all times. Like Jokic just like saunters out of the way, and Murray does a spin in the lane, posts his guy up. The shot making ability, I think, is what is the biggest thing, is because Murray's a good athlete, Jokic is a good athlete, but they're not great athletes. They're great basketball players. 2 great basketball minds, 2 guys with so many skill sets. A 6'4" guard that can post up, a center that can play point. These guys can do so much together. And the thing is that their skill sets are so diverse, but they don't overlap that much. Like the center is the point, and the little guy is the shooting guard. But the little guy likes to post up, and the big guy likes to operate in the mid-range. They're both good in the mid-range, and they both hammer in the paint, but they're both good three-point shooters as well. I think Spoelstra was talking about this. They didn't shoot that well all series, but they're just hammering away in the paint. They're a tough duo to deal with, and honestly, they're a bettor's delight because they just pile up the stats. If you're going to bet on overs, unders, RAs, whatever you want to choose, these guys can get you there with both.
Yeah.
They're not just a great like duo overall. They're a great duo to bet on.
So you froze for a sec. But yeah, dude, great fucking duo to bet on. And like that same video that you were talking about where the Nuggets made the adjustment. If you go back and watch game 2, it's hilarious because those 2 spots in the corners are open all game. And it's like Jokic didn't even look over to see, let me just go down here, post up there, and I'll have a free lane to the basket, right? It was those kinds of adjustments. And I think the Heat are 100% going to counter with something else, whether it's going to the zone less, attacking them with man defense, or double teaming Jokic like they did in game 1, preventing him from getting the ball. But I think the constant theme has been Jamal Murray, and just because he fills that point guard role, and so you referred to him as a shooting guard. You literally, again, but he is this team's point guard. He's been this team's point guard for how many years now, right? They don't bring in another guy, and he shows up as a point guard like he has in the finals here, but he's a shoot first point guard. He's a score first point guard. And dude, they call him, the Blue Archer for a reason. He's been absolute dead eye from the mid range and from 3. And I don't think we've seen a guy with a like pull up jumper like this off the dribble since probably like guys like Steph or Kyrie. I can't remember somebody that I've seen that's like more automatic than Jamal Murray in recent history.
This is kind of spicy.
Yeah. I love that.
Honestly, though, we've given you our level-headed bets. Now it's time. Should we cook that lotto? Like Jesus says, for the kiddos. Do we cook that lotto?
Let's cook the lotto. I've got Bet365 open right now.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to start? Chat, hit us with your favorite lotto picks.
Drop your favorite plays, everybody. Well, cook up like a lotto piece, and then we'll cook up. Let's see, let's like a little 3-4 teamer. You know what I mean? A nice little lay, maybe a prize picks. We'll take a look at the lines that they have available today. See if there's any good
Yeah.
squares.
You know how I feel about prize picks.
Yeah,
As a
Sukh's a big fan of
non-better,
prize
that's
picks.
fun. It's fun as a non-better. Uh, I kind of like to start here. I like to start here. If
Yeah,
you're on that,
I'm on it. I am
Clan thinks
on
the
it.
Nuggets are on Jamal's points. Depends on it. So do you think? I'm forgetting now. Did we say the Nuggets are gonna win, or are we on the Heat?
Man, out of all the games so far in this series, tonight is the night that I think I'm going to definitely stay off the side. I think tonight's the night I stay off the side and not bet anything because I like fuck the Heat and I would love to see the Nuggets just win this in 5 games as a Celtics fan. But as a fan of
Yeah,
basketball, I would love if the Heat won and extended this series and really kind of gave us like one of those. Everybody was talking shit on this series, and so far through the first 3 games, it's been pretty fucking electric. I would love to
yeah.
see at least 3 or 4 more games.
If you're responsibly gambling, you can have a lot of fun. I know we're talking about what to include. It's just reminding me yesterday how I had the hockey play for the Panthers to money line under the 5. The game went OT, stayed under 5.5, but Kachuk didn't get the first goal, the Knights did. But I still sat there. I was like, "Fuck, so close, so
I think
close."
Kachuk did score though, right? Like he scored the game tying goal to send it into overtime. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
but I had him for first goal.
No, I know, but I'm just like, even if you had just
Yeah.
taken him to score a goal, that's still plus money, right? The under 5.5 was at plus money, I'm pretty sure. And
Okay, so for the
sorry, go
lotto
ahead.
though, we want that Murray play for the lotto.
Yeah, so I've got it in here. Jamal Murray 30 plus.
Okay, you're gonna press
What do
all
you?
those buttons for us.
I'm pressing the buttons,
All right.
right?
The
He
kids are
means
at the
NZ.
wheels, ladies and gentlemen. The kids are at the wheel.
The kids are at the wheels. All right. So what about Gabe Vincent? 15
15. I'm just checking what his threes is. Three threes for Gabe Vincent is plus 110.
plus 110. I was looking at the plus value on his Bet365 doesn't even have his plus 140 or his 15 plus a plus 140. They've got it at plus 100. That Gabe
Oh,
Vincent line is moving.
damn.
I don't hate it though. Do you think I wouldn't hate a 20-point game? I don't want to be that guy, but like Gabe Vincent 20 plus is plus 250.
Oh man. Okay, honestly, right now we don't have our whole panel of betting bastards, so I want you to cook this lotto, and I will just fucking trash you as you do it. All right, so we're gonna start with the Jamal plus 210.
Okay.
Where does your betting mind take you for a lotto? This is to the moon and back. I want you to think
Man.
completely with your crotch and your heart, not with your brain.
All right, I think I'm going here. Jamal 30, Jimmy 30. I think we see dueling 30-point games today.
Throw the Joker in there. What do you think? Joker.
I'm trying to think about, do I like his rebounds? Actually, I think I'm going to take his rebounds. Just what do you think about his 13 plus rebounds, Sukh?
For
Never
Jokic?
mind. That's minus 150. 15 plus rebounds.
What's the BAM 12 boards? Chef's on that.
Bam, we can't get Bam at 12, but Bam at 13 is plus 230. Do you think he gets there? Now, I'm not a big fan of Bam at all in any way, shape, or form.
It's plus 230 for how many?
12. In this
Ooh, for a
series, he's had
lotto?
13, 9, and 17 rebounds.
For the lotto, I like it. For the lotto.
All right, it's okay.
How many legs you want this lotto to be? We got 3 or 4 right now.
Let's see what this pays so far. These three, we got 3. We got Jamal 30, Jimmy 30, Adebayo 13 rebounds.
Let's go.
That's plus 2,200.
Jesus is on the boards for Gordon, but he doesn't like Bam. He's just like you.
It doesn't, right?
I love Bam. I've
What
always
is
loved
your
Bam.
what's your like? Do you think he rebounds a lot of time? I just feel like his lack of rebounding is what kind of has me iffy on him. Not on the play, just on him as a player. Sometimes he comes out and has those 15, 16 rebound games, but then sometimes he'll like have like 3 rebounds, 4 rebounds.
I think as a player, he's very much a guy that feels the game out. So it's like when he has those nights where he doesn't feel like he's getting on the boards, he's gonna finish with a 7, 8. I think you said he had a 9 in game one. But when he feels like he's being effective on the offensive boards, defensive boards, he's gonna just go harder at it. He's everyone's human. When he feels like he's being successful, he just hits harder. And I think he gets a bad rap from a lot of NBA fans like you. He's mostly a defensive guy. Everybody thinks of the game in terms of offense, and offensively, he's a little inconsistent. That's why I like the boards play with him. I know it's at 12, but like we said, we had 17 last game. They don't have another center. Zeller's been getting beaten up in his minutes, absolutely destroyed by Gordon or Jokic, whoever's out there. So I do think they leave Bam out there for a significant amount of time, and if that happens, the 12's an easy reach, especially for a lotto.
So Bam's played 40 plus minutes 4 times this season. 3 of those times came in these games. And out of those 8 times, he's hit this line 4 times. And in his last 4 games, he's seen 42, 43 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, and 41 minutes. And that's with everybody kind of sitting in the fourth quarter last game. Like we saw Jimmy on the bench. Spoelstra's been kind of leaving Bam out there for significant minutes.
Yeah. Can we just like take a note of this guy? Do you think he's driving, listening, and in the chat at the same time?
I feel bad for his wife because she's probably the ones like doing everything for him right now for his fiance.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Look at us, all of us with like significant others that can stand us.
Right?
Fucking impressive, boys.
For
We're not
some
just
reason.
we're better at getting girls than betting.
Definitely.
Jesus got a question.
Man, my thoughts on Bam is he's great. He's great defensively. What about his points line, Sukh? What about looking at his points?
I'm a Bam stan. I'm a Bam stan. So I what is the exact line? If it's around 20, I like it. I've seen it around 20.5 on FanDuel sometimes.
Yeah, it's at 19.5 minus 130, but for the lotto, 25 plus is plus 310. Now, the last time we put him in a lotto, every leg hit, and he was 1 point short of
yeah, I remember that. That's bad. That's bad juju. I like the boards play.
Okay, let's take his boards. What about Jokic assists at like 12 plus?
Fuck, I'm always scared of Jokic assists because it's always just right above what he gets. It's always very cheeky.
And we'd have to take 13 plus for any value. That's pretty high.
I gotta answer Plant's question real quick. Yes, I do. I actually bought the Christopher Nolan special edition trilogy, and it came with the art of Ra's al Ghul, the Joker, and Bane. They got little quotes under them. I actually have a Scarecrow as well, but that's not on there. And then up here, I got a T2, Arrival, Goodfellas, and then up there are 2 album inserts from a vinyl from A Star Is Born. That's one of my favorite movies, but I've only fucking seen it once because it crushed me as a human being.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people fucking hated it. So yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I own the vinyl. I think about it constantly. I listen to the music constantly, but I will never fucking watch that movie again. I will not. Chat, if you got a movie like that you loved but you'll never watch again, hit us with that.
Oh,
we brought up the same time.
Same comment. Now you know what me and SPJ do all the time.
Let's go with Sukh on Bam. Jamal too. Yeah. Bam. It's like I said. We think of the game in offensive terms, but the guy is a defensive player, and he causes problems. He's an undersized center, but we never complain about him not rebounding, about him getting beaten up by big guys. Jokic gets his numbers. No one ever blames the defensive guy on the other end, right? Mm-hmm. But the Heat stealing a game is impressive. They don't steal that game unless you have a center like Bam. He's unique in this league.
Yeah, that is a very fair point.
Yeah.
Very fair point. All right, so we got 3 legs. Who do we want for the 4th leg? Do we want Jokic, Gabe Vincent? Who are we looking at?
We got
Do you think? And one more, Struce 3+3s. I don't know. Let me see what the odds are on that. So before we talk about Struce, I wanted to ask you on Jimmy threes.
Jimmy threes. You know what's funny? That I wanted to take his threes against the Celtics in one of the elimination games, and I was talking to my wife about this. When he takes threes, they're in frustration or when he wants to have a giant game. And if we're talking about what Plant was saying earlier, if he has that iconic game, he'll hit a three. But is it at 0.5 or is that 1.5?
I think it's at 0.5. Let me just double check here. It's at 1.5 plus 165 though. Like that's
One.
right outside of lotto value. I would say that the 3+, because his 30+ points.
I fucking hate that, and I fucking hate you for saying that. Jimmy three threes? We're gonna fight right now. I wanna fight you right now.
Dude,
Deal.
I just this is my theory. Is Jimmy in elimination games is like that, like against Boston, game 7, 3 threes. You know what I mean? 3 threes. Because like he said, he takes those frustration threes, and he took 7 against Boston in game 7. 7 threes.
I mean, even for a lotto, I hate it. I hate it so much. I just do. This is like when you texted me that you think the Celtics should get Ben Simmons.
I didn't
can't
say
believe
they should. I said I was.
I wish we fucking had Stoney, NZ, and SPJ, everybody, so I could just expose you. This guy literally texted me in the middle of the night, probably in his feelings, listening to Drake, cruising down Carousel Boulevard, and he's just like, "Bro, do you think we can do something with Ben Simmons, get him for cheap?" I'm like,
I
"Bro,
didn't say that.
we literally lost because we got sad. The team got sad, and we lost the series. And then this guy wants to bring a guy who's clinically sad onto this team."
I was just looking for somebody that can bring some defense and playmaking to this team and take some of the ball handling pressure off. But you were right. You got me.
Oh my
okay.
God.
I think it was after game 4, and after game 3, he had just gotten waxed, and I was just like, man, if this was Boston, it could have been different. It could have been different. And that was going through my head too. You know what I mean? I was in my feels. Yeah.
You're grasping at straws. I'm surprised you didn't like say something crazier like, "Yo, do you think we should pick up Marcus Morris's contract?" I'm expecting you to say we should get Chris Paul.
Oh, absolutely not. We don't need another guard. We don't need another guard in this fucking rotation.
Absolutely. I'm on trading Brogdon away.
I mean, he solid 21, 22 minutes per game. You know what I mean?
Chef T forgives you. Chef T forgives you.
I was more sad than I was anything else. I can tell you that. Miami had just gotten blown out. I was having dreams of the Celtics Nuggets finals, and started texting Ben Simmons. Basically, it's like, you know what they say: don't text your ex when you're sad.
Oh, oh God.
All right, but yeah.
All right,
okay.
Wait. While we're way off topic, do you got a read on tomorrow's UFC?
No, but I know the homie Trizzy Betts does. Do you have something though that you like?
I honestly am big on Darush. Been a big Darush fan. I love him to death. But I also love Charles the Bronx Oliveira. And right now, I think on FanDuel, he was plus money. I just think that it's two guys that are desperate. They both know that if they're whoever loses probably is out of title contention. They're both on the wrong side of 30. So I like Oliveira here, and I like that he's plus money. I would have said Darush, but just seeing that the plus money on Oliveira, from a bettor's perspective, I could see the submission, definitely. Oliveira's got that reach, and Oliveira is just ready to get back in championship contention. But let's get back to the lotto. I know I just saw, just for Kanika, SPJ was saying Struce 4 threes plus 600. I don't know if that entices you for a lotto, brother.
Man, it does, but like I expected to have a big game. His points line is at 8.5. He he disappointed me last game. He went 1 of 4. It's more disappointing to me was the volume. The thing is I think after his game 3 performance, right, and the way he was shooting in that game, everybody kind of was running at him, over helping, and you saw Max Strus, whose assist line early in this series was sitting at over 0.5, because that's how many assists Strus gets. Once the ball goes into him, it doesn't come out. It's just like, and there's players like that in the league, right? They're catch and shoot players. That's what they're paid to fucking do. You're not supposed to be looking for other guys. But he had 4 assists, I think, on like the first 9 possessions in the last game, right? So it's kind of it's weird. And then he just went 1 of 4 from 3, still only played 26 minutes. I just think that if we're gonna look at a Heat role player, Gabe Vincent kind of jumps off the page more to me just because of the minutes played. I'm a big volume guy. If I'm gonna bet, I want to bet guys that are gonna be high in volume. And Strus is that guy. He played like 21 minutes in game 2, shot 1 of 9, right? Like that's impressive volume too. I don't think he doesn't hit. It's just, should we add Gabe Vincent to this lotto? We've got 30, 30, 13, and then Gabe
I
Vincent.
like his threes. I like his threes.
Should we take it to 4? Fuck it.
Oh, I liked it at 3, but if you want for the lotto, let's take it to 4. The Heat are gonna win. If this lotto is gonna hit, we need the Heat to win. If we're gonna have Gabe Vincent at 4. Yeah,
I agree. We need the Heat to win. This is a very Heat-centric lotto because I don't trust the Nuggets role players anymore, man.
Hello, Scott Foster. We need a Heat W, please, brother. Please.
All right, let me build this out. Let's see. What is this?
All right. Recite the legs to SPJ trying to focus us. We're at almost an hour and we have not even built the lotto. We still have prize picks. And do you want to do our game? We have a new game today. And I think we should play it. I think we should.
Okay, let's see how let's finish this up and then we'll get to the game. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to build it. All right. Jamal 30 plus. We've got Jimmy Butler 30 plus points. We've got Bam Adebayo 13 plus rebounds. And again, if you can water it down in whatever which way on your books, please do that. I'm taking the lines available to me on Bet365. And then the last leg was Gabe Vincent 4 plus threes.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best SPJ impression. And kids, this is just for the vibes. Just for the vibes. Is that what he says, or he says we're only here for the vibes?
He said this shit's hitting.
Oh, this shit's hitting? Okay.
I think this is the one. I feel like this is kind of soft though. This is plus 5,000.
Oh, I honestly said this is your lotto today. I'm just here to judge you. If you think it's soft, add a leg. You know, make this take the caterpillar into a centipede. Take another leg in there.
Who else is somebody on the Nuggets that you like? Like if you had to pick one more Nuggets player or prop.
Jesus, he's on 365.
Yeah,
no, I said this is all you, baby. Make your moves. Make your moves. If I told you to go buy a lottery ticket, go buy the lottery ticket.
All right. Okay.
Chat, if you guys got any ideas for Vern, he's struggling on his own.
I am struggling. I need one more leg. KCP has let me down repeatedly, and I keep wanting to go back to him. So, Chad, please come save me from KCP pits. I don't want to be in KCP pits later.
Jimmy 3 steals, Chef T.
Jimmy 3. I can't ladder steals, Chef.
And Kanika wants us to take a side.
But
Heat plus money?
Should we? Yeah. The Heat fucking plus money? Do you like the Heat enough?
Like I said, the lotto you're building would mean the Heat win if Jimmy's got 30 plus. Unless then the over is hitting and the Nuggets are having crazy games, right? But if we were saying before, I know you said you like the over, I like the under. But if the over is hitting and the Heat are winning, I like your lotto. We got Jesus with an idea. Kanika's with it. And this guy has been converted. The man from Nazareth is converted into a Strus stan. We got a Murray triple-double.
Jokic and Murray triple-double together again? Could you imagine?
Oh, God. Jokic for a lotto?
Jokic triple double is minus 115 though. Like the value there kind of lacks, I feel.
Yeah, come on, man. Dig
All right,
deep.
all right.
Add that leg.
I might be a leg that you hate.
I don't like the Jimmy 30 even.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great then, because it's gonna be Jimmy threes, I think.
Jimmy threes? Oh
Yeah,
God.
I think I'm
Oh
gonna
my
fucking do it,
God.
man. The value is just too good, and it's a lotto. I feel like our lotto is so soft at plus. Even if the plus 5,000 hits, it's like, what's the point? We can't even talk shit to these guys about that, right?
I know, but like I do want to talk shit to them, so it's got to be a good lotto.
Yo, Bruce Brown, 10
Did you
plus
toss
points.
Vincent threes in? I did like that, the Vincent threes.
Vincent, yeah, Vincent threes is in here. That's the fourth leg.
Jesus is on Vincent too.
All right, Vincent. All right, big vibes, guys. This is gonna be a crazy fucking lotto. If Jimmy hits a three in the first quarter, we are so at the table.
Bro,
We are so at the
Jimmy,
table.
if Jimmy hits three threes, I'll shave my head. On stream.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
On stream. I will shave my head on stream if he
I
hits
don't
three
want you to
threes.
shave your head. Like I don't
No,
want
it's
to
summer. It's
be.
okay. We'll go roof off convertible for
No,
summer.
Kanika, tell him there are no convertibles allowed in this household at
Chef
all.
T says clip it. Jimmy hits three threes tonight. I will shave my head. Put it in the lotto then. Let's
I'm
go.
putting it in the
We
lotto.
gotta
It's going
put it in the
in the
lotto
lotto.
then.
It's going in the lotto. Jimmy 3 threes, Gabe Vincent 4 threes. And that is the 4-team lotto. All right,
Hit
where's
us.
Vincent? All right, let me hit you with the odds here. See, there we go. Plus 30,000. That's more like it.
That's
And
a
if you
lotto.
take, yeah, all right, Jamal Murray 30 plus points, Bam Adebayo 13 rebounds, Gabe Vincent 4 threes, Jimmy Butler 3 threes, plus 30,000. $5 wins you $1,505. And I would say
Remember,
so.
kiddos, that's a lotto. What were you gonna say to me?
That
Let's
shit's
go.
hitting.
That shit's hitting? You're
That
saying
shit's
I'm
hitting.
gonna be bald for summer?
No, okay. How about if Jimmy hits 3 threes and the lotto misses, you shave your head. All right. But if the entire lotto wins, you can't shave your head because that is not what I want at all.
Okay. All right. I can agree to those terms. Jimmy hits three
All right.
threes and the lotto misses. Then I shave my head. Jimmy hits three threes, but the lotto hits. I get to keep my hair.
Yes, because that's good for me,
Okay.
you, and Kanika.
Yeah. Welcome. Also, I want to change this name from Bezos or Bozos to Bastards of Betting. I do want to infect you guys and change that.
You what you thought our name was?
That's what I thought it was. When you guys added me to the chat and I saw B.O.B., I did not think Bezos or Bozos. I thought this was Bastards of Betting.
SPJ is bringing the Clippers all the way to Alberta. He's not too far. He's in Colorado.
He's slowly making his way up.
All right, slowly. We're just slowly doxing him. Slowly. All right. I will post this lot. All right, so let's cook a regular geyser. What are your let me pull up the prize picks line, see if there's any value over there.
Let's
anybody
do
have
a
any
prize
prize pick squares? Anybody in chat, drop some prize pick squares.
I love prize picks. Let's do 3 combos if we can and just leave it there.
I like that.
What do you think?
I like that. Yeah.
Oh, we got Betalytics. What's up? What's up?
Hey, Betalytics. Lowry over rebounds. Interesting.
Betalytics,
Okay.
we would bring up our banner for you, but we're not that good at our job. There we go. Whoa, look at that.
Oh, actually,
Pushing
there
buttons.
is one thing I forgot to mention I wanted to bring up. Betalytics has Jamal Murray projected to go for 30.96 points, 5 points over his line right now. So that makes me love it even more. Shout out Betalytics for their algorithms and their projections. Let's see.
You can give Betalytics a follow, and you can get 30% off Betalytics with the code screaming at the bottom at you, B News. Vern, we're so fucking good at this.
Holy shit, we fucking did it. Good job, Sukh.
Yeah, holy shit.
All right.
This is our show now.
This is
we got this.
We got this.
Wait, give me a high five right there. Give me a high five.
I thought you were talking to Kanika.
Oh no, fuck. That'd be weird.
Okay. All right. They got Jamal Murray and Jimmy Butler points combo. Um, at 52 combined points, 52, which I don't think is too bad. That's about like
Jamal
25,
Murray and
26.
Porter?
And Jimmy. Jamal and
Jamal and
Jimmy.
Jimmy for 50.
52. Yep.
Yeah,
They've
add
got
that.
okay. They also have Jokic. We don't. Do you like Jokic to like have another big game like he did again last game, scoring
I,
wise?
I think motherfucker only has big games.
But I meant like, do you think he has over 30 today? Like, because they've also got Jimmy and Jokic at 59.
No, I like that 52 spot.
They also have Jokic and Jamal at 56 and a half, which is exactly what they've been averaging in this series together. But one of those games was also Jokic with 41,
Mm.
right?
You pick. Be
And let's
decisive.
go Jamal and Jimmy. Jamal and Jimmy, let's go. All right, that's the point
Let's go.
square. Lowry rebounds. Should we throw Betalytics in there? I mean, they're surgical with this stuff.
Shout out
Does it have
Betalytics.
it?
Let's take it.
Do they have him on here on Prize Picks? Nope. Prize Picks. What do they have? Like, yeah, nothing for Lowry. What about Bam rebounds over 10 and a half? All right, but let's look at some
Ooh.
combos. Hold on. They've
I love the
got
combos. You really cover your ass.
Jokic and Bam at 24.
Oh, let's go.
They
Over
also have
24?
Jimmy and Jokic at 19 and a half. And over 24, yeah. And Jimmy, no, we don't want Jimmy and Jamal.
Jimmy
Yeah.
and Jokic 19 and a half?
Yeah, they also have Jimmy
Let's take
and
that.
Yeah, Jimmy and Jokic.
I don't even want to think about more about that.
Cool.
19 and a half? Yeah.
All right.
SPJ's with us. That's nice.
All right, so that's 2 legs. Let's find our third leg now.
Come on, baby. Build that tricycle.
So we have 1 points line. We have 1 rebounding line. They've got, let's see what assist lines they have. They have Jokic and Jimmy at 16 and a half. Jamal and
Jamal.
Jimmy at 14.
Someone was
Yeah.
hitting us in chat saying they do not like, I don't know, forget who it was. Sorry, guys. But saying they do not like betting assists. And I agree. It's like you always talk about potential assists. Sitting over here, making your analytical like viewpoint, and it's like he's got 99 potential assists. Motherfucker has 3 assists, right? It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It's just like rebounding, because rebounding has the other added effect. Well, I guess not the other added effect. Assists have this too. It's about stat keepers, statisticians. What do they deem a rebound? And I've seen people on the timeline repeatedly arguing and things like this about this stat or that stat. And at the end of the day, it's all about how it's recorded. None of us are going to get any stats changed. You know what I mean?
I think
So,
SPJ wants us to take the rebounds on Joker and Bam
Joker and Bam.
Jimmy and over Jimmy. I think he's saying
Over Jimmy and Bam. Confirm, SPJ?
Mrs. Jesus, type it out. What is the man saying?
I don't like any of these assist lines, to be honest. I feel like they're all kind of, yeah. Let's see.
Can you combo? Is there
I'm checking
combos for threes made? Yeah,
I think so. There
let's
should
go
be.
there. Let's go
Just
there.
Pull it up. They have Gabe Vincent threes at over 2. Push potential isn't crazy. All right, Jimmy and Gabe Vincent over 3.5 threes.
Jimmy and Gabe Vincent over 3.5 threes. Put it in.
Are you sure? Hold on.
Dude, you think Gabe Vincent's gonna hit that many threes?
I know, but I do. But like both of those guys are also already in the lotto. They have Jokic and Jimmy over 2.5. They have Jimmy and Jamal. They have Jimmy paired up with everybody.
Jesus. Dude, are you on to something?
I don't know.
Chat, what do you think? Jimmy threes. Do you want me to be bald? Jimmy
All
threes,
right.
Gabe Vincent, 3.5.
Michael Porter
Combo
Jr. Man, they have Jokic and Jamal Murray at 4.5 together combined.
Oh, I can take that. I can dig that.
Jokic and Jamal?
Yeah. Dude, this guy, she actually once told me that I got a good shaped head for a bald guy. So.
Okay, so then in this one, we have Jamal points and Jamal threes, basically, because we have Jamal and Jimmy combo square, and we have the Jamal Jokic combo square for the threes.
So what do you mean? You don't like it or you like it?
I'm saying I just want to make sure that, like, we're doubling down on Jamal here, basically.
Jamal gets to 30. He's got to hit 3 or 4 of them, no?
I mean, he
Like-
does. He's got a crazy mid-range game. That's the thing that scares me. He's not one of those like crazy 3-point volume. Let's go with Jimmy and Gabe Vincent. Fuck it. Gabe Vincent's got to go in this lotto or in this three-teamer. All right. 3 combo squares. Jimmy Butler, Gabe Vincent, and Jamal. Okay, so here it is. Take a screenshot. 3-pick power play because this is not a motherfucking flex play stream. But Jamal Murray and Jimmy Butler over 52 points. Nikola Jokic and Jimmy Butler over 19.5 rebounds. And then Jimmy Butler and Gabe Vincent over 3.5 threes made. Hey, hi Carly, how you doing? Damn. I think this is
So you're gonna tweet out everything, right? You're gonna tweet out.
I will tweet all of these out. I will have to hit someone up to place the prize picks for me, just because of location. Shit. What up? What up, Dave? What up, Big Dave? Hey, Chelly. What up, guys? What up, gang? These are all
right,
the
so
guys from
we
Book
cooked
It.
the
Shout out
lotto.
Book It.
We cooked the lotto. We made the prize picks.
Oh shit, we just got rated, Sukh. Streamers
Rated?
are popping. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh fuck.
What does that mean? I'm not
Oh.
even computer savvy enough to know
Everybody
that.
just came in from, I think, Chelly's stream. I'm not sure. Let's
Oh,
fucking
what
go.
is up?
We got like
You
100
guys came
people
to the
in
wrong
here.
show, baby. I don't know what you think you're coming for.
all right. Let me read off this 3-teamer again for everybody that just popped in here, and then I'll
read off the lotto as well. Read off the lotto as well.
And then I'll go over my plays one more time just to read them out, and then we'll call it. Shout out to everyone that came out. Shout out Chelly, Book It, everybody for the raid. Fuck yeah, that's so vibes. All right, so starting off with the prize picks, 3 legs. We basically need 4 players to get the job done. Jamal Murray and Jimmy Butler over 52 points. Nikola Jokic and Jimmy Butler over 19.5 rebounds. And then Jimmy Butler and Gabe Vincent over 3.5 threes made. 3 power play, 5x, get in, get out. Let's have a fun fucking game tonight. And then the lotto is right here. Fuck, where did it go?
I can only bring that up for a second, Betalytics. We're a family show, buddy. But I do agree, vibes are high.
Vibes are high.
Just for everyone that just rated in, if Jimmy Butler hits 3 threes tonight, I will shave my head on stream. So make sure you come back for that.
Yeah. If Jimmy Butler hits 3 threes and the lotto does not hit, I just saw what Betalytics posted and you can't put up on screen. All right, here's the lotto. Jamal Murray, 30 plus points. Bam Adebayo, 13 or more rebounds. Gabe Vincent, 4 or more threes. Jimmy Butler, 3 or more threes. Plus $30,000, $5 wins you $1,500. Why not us? Why not today? Of all fucking days, just the 2 of us, right? Vibes are high. Game 4, 4 legs. Game 4 in Miami. Let's get the fucking job done.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Oh, and then my plays tonight that I'm on: Jamal Murray over 25.5 points, Jimmy Butler over 27.5 points, and then Gabe Vincent over 13.5 points. Love all 3. I know it's a low total. Let's hope this fucking game goes over and we don't have to sweat this shit out. All right. Sukh, anything else you want to add before we call it here?
No, just want to say that great show, man. We figured it out. A little rough, came in late. But we did it. We cooked. And let's hope it is tasty.
Yeah. All right, gang. Thank you for coming out. And we will see you for game 5. Sunday? I believe that is Sunday.
I don't know. I live my life day to day, bro. Wake up, check that score out.
All right, everybody. Shout out. Let's sign off. Thank you for coming out.
Limes and tequila. Can't forget the reefer. Call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Limes and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. You look like the gym, your favorite hobby. Swear you the baddest at the party. 2 took a ride in the Audi. She gon' ride it like a Kawasaki. Anything you can do, I can do better. You got your juice, but the sauce is forever. Shopping at Marshalls, I buy Gucci sweater. Just spent a rack on my Mason, my jealous. That bitch, body, skin tone, looking like she came from the islands. Off-white fashion over.